Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Ask Pastor Nike after a short break of posting daily shorts for 4 weeks. This is my regular every other Friday episode and I pray that you'll be enriched by this effort. My name is Nike Ayola. Now, a big sister friend of mine shared an article, unfortunately by an anonymous author, on a larger platform that we both belong to. When I read it, this was my response. This is the bestest article ever. It captures everything, well, almost everything, that fathers and mothers should know about raising kids right. And since then, I've read the article multiple times, and I thought that the best appreciation I can give to this wonderful and well balanced writer and his or her thought provoking article is to share it on my platform. I absolutely agree with everything written in the piece. And I advise you to listen to me reading it out loud to everyone at least twice. And the second time, you may just want to close your eyes and listen deeply to whatever the Spirit will want to pass to you personally. And then, don't be bashful about sharing it with every parent that you know. And just so you know, I've infused this with a few thoughts of my own, but I promise you, it only makes it better. The topic: when a father walks away, everyone pays the price. Now, let's say this out loud. The greatest crisis any child can face isn't poverty. It's not bullying or the high cost of college. It's a father who left. And whether he left through cheating, cowardice, not wanting to take responsibility, or through being pushed out, the resulting outcome is still the same. A child with no compass, a future with no blueprint, a legacy with no foundation. And let's talk about it. First of all, fathers who cheat don't just betray their wives, they break their children. That affair you had, and it doesn't matter whether you were sorry or not after it blew up, it just didn't destroy trust. It disrupted an entire bloodline. Because the day you became a father, you just weren't a lover anymore. You became a leader. And when the leader abandons the structure, well, the whole kingdom collapses. Secondly, women like me who weaponize the law are no better. And let's not pretend about this. We know the law is on our side, that the courts favor us, and that the world will call us brave even when we are being petty. But just because we can destroy a man legally doesn't mean that we should. Pushing a father out because our emotions change isn't power, it is generational sabotage. Look, our children don't care about our ego, they care about consistency. Thirdly, in case you don't know, science confirms it that kids do better with fathers present. And even if you disagree or don't like empirical proof, you can rewrite the fact that studies show that boys raised without fathers are more likely to be violent. Girls raised without fathers are more likely to be exploited, and all children suffer emotionally when dad becomes a ghost. And while single motherhood may have become normalized, it is still not the ideal. And if you are offended by this truth, just check the prison statistics, check the dropout statistics, and also the depression statistics. And you will see that a father's absence is not just a wound, it's a curse. Number four is especially to the men. Men, please stop starting families you are not ready to lead. You want to be a dad? Then stop acting like a frat boy with responsibilities. Look, you don't get to cheat because she let herself go. You don't get to start over and pretend your first or former family doesn't exist and create an alternative parallel reality. You don't get to heal by disappearing from your children's lives. Leadership is not convenience, it's a covenant. And a man who can't keep his vows shouldn't expect loyalty from his children later in life, especially when they become successful. The next caution, number five, is for those of my own sex. Women, stop removing the father just because the marriage died or is failing. You fell out of love? Cool. But that doesn't cancel his role as father. You moved on? Great. And it probably required a lot of courage. But that shouldn't mean that he disappears. And even if you think he's unworthy or undeserving, when you turn your child against his or her father, you are not protecting them, you are punishing them. And they will resent you for it when they grow up. Six, if you ask who is complaining or think that your kids are well adjusted, please understand that our children aren't really resilient. They're just quiet. Don't be fooled. That smile is covering confusion. That silence is hiding trauma. That I'm fine is rehearsed. They notice. They see when your new partner gets more attention. They know when they stop being invited to things and when the love starts feeling like a competition. And no, they're not adapting. They are breaking quietly. Lastly, masculinity must be modeled, not just taught. Sincerely, boys don't become men through lectures. They become men by watching one. And if you are not around, for whatever reason you may have, they will find masculinity in the streets, on the screen, on social media, in all the chaos. And none of those places build men that any one of us will be proud of. Father, you have to show up and be available. And one final word. You don't stop being a father because you failed as a husband. So, to the men, you may have lost the marriage, but please don't lose your mission. To the women, you may be hurt, but don't hijack your child's future to soothe your ego. Because when a father walks away or is pushed out, everyone, all of us, pay the price. The kids, the legacy, as well as the soul of the next generation. So, whether you are the man who strayed or the woman who shut the door, fix it. Because our children don't care who was right. They just want both parents to stay in the fight. God bless you.